So this is Christmas.
Hey, it's you! Come on and enjoy us!
Yo, we have a soap today from the Secret Stash from the Holy Black.
It's a Christmas morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why? Come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you too. And for our mention today, we have traded coffees with Barry Bedford, a Texan Shaves. For the Christmas season, we sent him a bag of our favorite Phil's coffee here from Oakland, California, which coincidentally shipped from Grass Valley, California, the tiny mountain town my mama was from. That's kind of cool. And he sent us 2 bags of Sovereign Bean coffee, and this is the one we broke out today.
Yes, we enjoyed some pecan pie this morning. We'll try the other one tomorrow. But I just found this on the page, so I wanted to mention it. Every bag we sell supports more than your morning routine. A portion of our profits goes to the Hidden Battles Foundation that helps with mental health and well-being of our military veterans and first responders, modern-day patriots who continue to serve with courage and honor.
The holidays can be a rough time for some, y'all, and what a fabulous cause to support. Yes. He sent us another bag of coffee, too, which we will cover in an upcoming episode because it has a tie-in to Shave Masters. And if you do not watch Shave Masters on Tuesday night, what are you even doing with your life? And today's soap is from a line of secret Black Friday offerings from the Holy Black called the Secret Stash. Y'all come along with us while we meet this one. All right, y'all, from the sales page at theholyblack.com.
So, this is Christmas. This is literally what Christmas smelled like in our house growing up. This is the one fragrance from this Secret Stash drop that we are the most excited about.
A little bit of light fruit top notes with spicy undertones, fresh pine needles, and cinnamon peek their heads through a Christmas wreath, and hot apple cider simmers on the hearth. Perfect for that Christmas morning shave and the rest of the winter, or if you just want to revisit the holidays. Season's greetings from the Holy Black. So, y'all, the Holy Black is one of the artisans that generally focuses on one scent, their gunpowder and spice scent, which is beloved and legendary, but once a year, they release a giant line of all kinds of crazy and fun fragrances for us and the collector. Come along while we take this one out of the box. All right, y'all, this is how it came from New York. Let's open it up and see what we've got.
Oh, we got some confetti in here.
Nice.
Watch out, Lenny. Okay. Oh, what else do we have? Is this? It's a sticker.
It's a sticker for our shave cabinet. We have a matching one from a couple years ago.
Oh, it just says Secret Stash. How do we know?
Right.
There we go. This is Christmas.
And how do we say no to that? There are a lot of Christmas tree scents out there, but I grabbed this one because it had a hot apple cider note, which defined the Christmas smells in my house growing up. Come on, y'all, let's have a first impression. Oh, it's got the little barrier on it, so you know yours is the first schnoz to get into that soap, and it comes in a lovely tin.
Yeah, we don't have many that are in tins anymore.
They come in tins.
But this is kind of a whiter one. All right, here we go. We'll show them the lovely pour here.
Very nice. All right.
Okay.
Take it in.
Time to feel like Christmas.
I'll keep my nose closed over here.
Oh, this is lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. At first I was like, is it going to be like Christmas Eve, like
right.
Sterling? Because I got a little bit of the Christmas tree, which we've got going on over here. And then right after that, you're right, it goes into more of the hot apple cider. But I kind of pictured like when you're looking at a wreath, there's that little holly or like cranberry kind of color. Yeah. And there's something in that lane. I think it's like a fruity thing maybe. Nice. So not that it's sweet, but it's just something real about the season that you kind of forget. But there's a coolness in the air. So I think the tree side is how I know it is more of like the holiday season season happening, but it's super fresh. Like, I feel like the tree was just chopped down, or like a window's open, like there's fresh air coming in. It's not where it's like cozy inside and you haven't left the house. There's something about like the outside and inside to me that freshness is bringing alive.
Gotcha.
I like how it doesn't have too many spices. Some of the holiday ones are like more of a cinnamon balm or nutmegs or other stuff, so I can tell that there's apple cider in here, but that doesn't take over the scent, because sometimes cinnamon is a little bossy.
Right. One of my favorite Christmas memories is taking a walk with Grandpa out in the cold on Christmas Eve to keep us distracted until presents.
Yeah, that outdoorsiness, I think it's almost an approaching like a winter aquatic-y kind of line. Like, I'm getting something blue in mind, so I don't know if that's like melted snow, like that kind of aquatic-y thing. I don't think it's quite Colony Lane or anything like that, but there's something like really fresh and turned up about it. I think it might be like an orange peel or orange zest, because sometimes that goes a little aquatic-y-ish. So if you mix in some snow and some fresh tree action, I think that's where I'm getting that side of the whiff.
Nice.
So I think that's why I like that it isn't just a cinnamon balm kind of hitting, like that's kind of the very faint echoes. I barely even get any of that, but it's in there enough to kind of make you feel like you could have just had maybe some of your hot cider, or it's sitting over there. It's not up your nose.
Right.
I feel like I really can picture like the actual wreath. I know it was kind of part of the sales page, but I'm actually getting all of those vibrancy and colors turned up. At first, I thought this was going to be a little more masculine when I started to smell the kind of treeness coming through, a little more of the green side. But no, this is really taking you to a place. So I like that they called this is Christmas, because it really is just that morning or afternoon or even evening where the family is in the same room, but it has that kind of holiday charm in just the right little nostalgic ways.
Right. We all know John Lennon wrote the superior Christmas song compared to Paul McCartney, right? So This Is Christmas is so much better than Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time. That's weird, right? I mean, especially for Paul, the guy that wrote Yesterday. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. It's weird.
I'm actually very excited to see how this wakes up in the lather. There's some kind of hidden, almost approaching a floral in here. Oh. I think that's adding like the coolness from outside, or like why I'm picturing like white snow. There might be some kind of a secret floral that's really bouging it up a little bit for me, which I'm enjoying. Right. All right, I'm going to stop hogging this. I kind of want to see what you think.
All right, here we go. Taking it in. I'm excited. The shaking clam, y'all.
The Marcus way.
White pour. It's beautiful. Right. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is a very different take on Evergreen for me, and that is definitely the first wave that hits you hard. Nice. Hold on. Oh, I love it. You are so right. This is Christmas outside, which is pretty rare. I think Christmas from A&E is the only other one that kind of takes a swing at it in this way. Beautiful, because half of my Christmas memories here in California are heading out to the Christmas tree farm where you cut down your own. In fact, here's a little 8mm home movie of me and my family at Larson's Christmas tree farm in Petaluma, California. It's just what you did. And this is taking me back to that. It's full-bodied, but it's not crawling up your nose. And I'm getting a little bit of like the Douglas fir sap underneath the evergreen scents, which is why for me it's a Christmas tree. When we're camping, you don't generally cut down the trees to smell the sap, but Christmas you do. And this is perfect because all of the Christmas tree farms around here all have a giant station where you can get your cup of hot apple cider while you pick out the tree. This smells almost exactly like those memories from that old movie. Holy black, holy cow. Not holy caw.
That's later.
That's later. And they're in such a perfect balance. I've always said that apple and pine kind of have a mystical connection. I think pineapple actually smells kind of like apple and pine in a summery way. And I love how this is just ombre. You can't tell where the evergreen stops and the cider starts. And they are best friends in this. Oh, y'all. For me, those are your star players. There's not even really anything gourmandy in here because the fruit is just sweetening and softening the evergreen. And I know there are a couple of other notes that we read, but those are the stars for me. That's the yin yang in this. And the other reason I love the wet shaving world is when they are offered those oils that they use to scent candles. You know the ones. Your house probably smells a little bit like it now if you have a Glade plug-in. Those are not the quality of oils that are used in shaving soaps. Y'all, this actually smells like outside, not some kind of representation of it. Douglas Smythe always says to open your mouth when you inhale a shaving soap. Kind of just did, and it was kind of awesome. A little bit. I don't know if I'm getting a little bit of a cookie under the surface or if my brain is just inventing it, because that's what I'm expecting to smell baking next to that hot apple cider on the stove. Oh.
Are you getting anything that's approaching that aquatic-y kind of color that I was getting?
Oh, I get such a cold sense that I get that's where you're going with this. And yeah, a little bit of a citrusy thing in the middle, but it's a sweet orange. It's almost like a candied orange. Maybe not completely unlike that you would find in Aqua de Boracay, but only that one singer out of that whole choir is the orange. But if it's in there, her nose will find her. We did get a couple of phone calls at 15 minutes to midnight on Thursday to go look at the Holy Black, and I am so glad we did, because y'all, the evergreen for me has a sense of cold, and the cider has a sense of hot. Don't know how they're doing that, but they are definitely coming together to feel like you were coming in out of the cold on Christmas Eve. Wow.
I can see why on the sales page that they were a little more excited about this one, so I'm really glad that this is the one we decided to get. Do you see how long that whiff was?
It's sold out first.
So this is warning for next year to put this on your list, y'all. It only comes out for Black Friday.
It will be back again like Santa. And the buy-sell trade
Oh, maybe.
pages,
there you
they
go.
do pop up
There you
from
go.
time to time from the secret stash. And I'm not sure how to better describe this, but there are some scents, and you've seen it, where after a half a second whiff, I get it. I've got it surrounded. I know what it is. I'm taking it in. It's mine. It's in my memory banks. This one is so deep and complex that I'm taking these giant whiffs and I'm still finding new things at the bottom of each one. And y'all, as of the filming of this episode on December 8th, about half of the Secret Stash scents are still available. It's December 8th. It's an immaculate collection. That was a Catholic joke. All right, y'all, come along with us. We're going to take another look at these scent notes and build you a holy black lather. All right, y'all, back to the sales page at theholyblack.com. We start with
a little bit of light fruit top notes with spicy undertones.
What fruits are you getting from here? I mean, apple for sure, but that's in the cider. I think there's another thing you were hitting on with the cranberries a little bit earlier.
Because I get that color in mine, but then I also get like a citrusy kind of appeal in there somehow.
Right, and candied, but also a little bit of the zest to kind of keep it masculine and dapper. And then fresh pine needles and cinnamon peek their heads through a Christmas wreath. Well, I love that they put those together because I'm getting the bark of the Christmas tree kind of melding with the bark that is cinnamon to come together as one sense here. And I think the cinnamon is a bit subdued. I'm not sensing it here the same way I am an eggnog from Sterling or Gingerbread Man.
Like, I don't even get cinnamon right away. If anything, I just get that color, which is why you said kind of like the evergreen tree itself.
Just enough to turn the apple into cider.
Yeah.
That's how much cinnamon is in this. And y'all, if you know that little baggie of powder that makes hot apple cider and you've torn that open to put some in the microwave in a mug of hot water and you've smelled it, that's kind of a fakey, soapy smell for me. What I am getting in here is my mom's apple cider on the stove with the cinnamon sticks in it. She bought the big old gallon of actual cider from the store. It's so real and so good, and somehow a sense of heat is coming from it. Well, it says simmers.
There you go.
On the hearth, so it's telling you it's hot.
All right, here's the scent note list. It starts with holiday spices. So I'm guessing that's where some of the cinnamony thing, but I'm still getting that kind of burgundy color. So there must be other spices in there with it.
Like a molasses? And they're almost as like a base note kind of thing?
Yeah, but still not too gourmand.
No, not at all.
Yeah, and then we've got pine. Marcus is right. We got a little Christmas tree fun in here, my friends, and it is fresh tree.
Meeting with citrus peel and warm, festive sweetness. A little bit of brown sugar, maybe a clove in there. They used to put cloves in my oranges in my stocking to make a happy face.
But I think even the fruit itself is adding a natural sweetness because I don't want to take a bite out of it. It's nothing gourmandy like a cake or a cookie.
Right.
It's just somehow that perfect amount of sweetness that comes with the holiday season.
Just the sweetness of walking in the family home. Yeah. After being away for a long time, there's like that sweet smell to the place. That's this.
Somehow your soul just picks that up. Like that sweetness just settles in.
And y'all, being a Christmas episode, we thought we might want to go crawl into our Grinch brush from Opus Brush. Craig made this 2 years ago, and it says the Grinch on the back.
And then since it's a Holy Black episode, this is our blackest of bowls that we've got going on.
This is my Dark Nebula bowl from the KUN Workshop, a fabulous shaving bowl. And I'm just going to grab a little of this. It's got some toughness to it. I like that. I think you get a little bit better lather, or at least more of it out of your harder soaps. And there are 8 ounces of soap,
Yes.
y'all, in these.
They do offer a shaving cream on their site as well, but these secret stashes come in the shave soap.
And I'm just going to spread out my soap to make a thin layer, because at first I don't want to come out of the gate building my lather. I just want to transfer the soap up onto the bristles of the brush. And Craig said it makes it easier if you don't soak your brush. I know. Put the pen down. You can email Craig at Opus Brush. All right, so I'm going to hit this with my bougie sprayer here from Sean and Julie and let the water hang out at the bottom of the bowl. My first goal is just going to be to transfer the soap up onto these dry badger bristles. Now they're going to get a little water on them because I've sprayed water onto the bowl and onto the soap. But if you look, I'm not building the lather yet. There's just kind of a paste forming, and I am moving the soap up onto the bristles. I like to control the size of the bubbles in the lather from the very beginning, and I don't like it when it kind of does what it's doing now and builds big bubbles. Hold on a second. And we're just going to go forwards and backwards, and about every 30 seconds, we're going to turn the brush, give those bristles a new orientation with which to pull up that soap. And just about the time it's all gone from the top of the bowl, I'm going to start to slowly start introducing the water from the bottom. And then you are just about ready to throw a pie. Does it take 3 minutes to build a yeah, at least. Yeah, but that's what the aromatherapy part of this hobby is all about. Sometimes I just let it go way longer than that.
And that, I gotta say, as soon as you added water to it, exploded. Like somehow it got stronger in scent quality.
I have actually taken to building my lathers first in the last couple weeks before I do my cube pre-shave and wash it off. That way I get to enjoy it for a little
Might
bit
as well.
longer. Credit where credit is due.
I'm with you.
Look at the shine
Right?
on this lather. This is above average, and for this show, that's really saying something.
I'm sorry to say we don't have more of these in our den yet. We gotta keep digging on this secret stash
Somebody
action.
said they went half price after Christmas, but we just looked today and they're not half price
yet.
yet. Constant viewers will remember when we opened Ramos Chin Fizz. We were
Yes.
delightfully surprised that it was orange creamsicle. Yeah, that was a gift from our buddy Reed at the Shave Cave.
When we
Lather
first
Whipster.
started, yeah.
Right. And this is something you will only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the Lennon or McCartney whiff on 3, and we're going to keep it real. 1, 2. So this is Christmas. All right, here we go. Take that. Oh, that's interesting. That's definitely more intense, but this has more space in between notes.
Like this is blended a lot tighter. That opened up and brought the more of the fresh air side, spreading it out just naturally.
And I think there's a reason that I referenced both A&E's Christmas and this one together. Those two are both memories brought to life. Peter's Christmas in upstate New York, and hey, they're not far.
Hey, there you go.
These are their actual Christmas memories put in a tub for us. And I love that because there's a special level of sentimentality in a soap when that scent comes from someone's real memory, I think.
I like how this approaches that line of sweetness without going too gourmandy.
Right.
So it just adds a little bit of the charm of the holiday to it.
And if you would like to see me become Santa Claus here in about 30 seconds, look at how this beautiful lather.
I know, I hate to waste all this lather in the bowl.
Oh, the apple sense is coming out beautifully in this, y'all. And it's kind of a crisp, almost apple peel biting into it. Sense, not the muddled apple from Cider House 5. This is beautiful.
I think putting the pine next to it really just adds that crisp quality.
Not to bash on Cider House 5. I'm going to be buried in that. I'm saying this is kind of a lateral move, y'all. Woo!
And it does approach the line a little bit of Christmas Eve from Sterling, where the charm of the evergreen brings you into the whiff. I get that a lot with Christmas Eve. That brings me in, and then they kind of turn.
The scent itself is closer to that lane for sure. Beautiful stuff here. Oh, yeah. Look how that just goes on like a layer of protection on your face.
It is super padded. It has like a good density to this here.
Well, before our hearts grow 3 sizes this day, why don't we take this a little bit deeper and see what who's we can find.
It's kind of funny to think of what it was like before we were into this whole shaving world for the holidays. Because I feel like now that these bring out so many different memories, every time we smell something that's in the holiday season, like now we just attach new memories to these as well, which is super fun.
That's the fun part about grabbing a Space Nog shampoo bar is when I open that up in early October, having spent a couple of years with it on my shoulder every Christmas, all those memories come flooding back.
But I'm glad we can add this one to our list. Like, there are certain ones that really just have the thumbprint that matches your soul during the holidays.
Well, now, this scent's always going to remind me of our first Christmas as a married couple.
Oh,
and I can go back and remember that whenever I want.
See, even new memories get to come alive.
This reminds me of the time my grandfather, John Phillips, the poor man, was elected to dress up as the big man and surprise all of his grandkids. So my mom procured a suit somehow. It was like the local PTA, I think, had one that they loaned out. They had an Easter bunny one too. And they put it on him in the garage and they set him up with a bag full of toys. And he came around the side and came up the walk and rang the bell. And my cousin Barry and my cousin Aaron were the first ones to the door to meet him because they were younger, right? They were just that perfect age to be blown away by a personal visit from Santa Claus. They opened the door. My grandfather walked in. And let's just say my grandfather was not a fabulous actor.
I see.
By any stretch of the imagination. So he kind of walked in the same way he always walked in. And all of my little cousins just looked up and went, Papa? Where's Santa?
So that did the opposite.
He and my mom were laughing so hard. They were literally just holding each other crying while the grandkids were crying for
Ultimate
a whole nother reason. It wasn't the best of suits. I was always petrified of Santa. Well, some guy I'd never met, I didn't know, coming in my house in the middle of the night while my parents were asleep. Under any other circumstances, well...
So you couldn't fall asleep, not because you were excited, but you were terrified.
Petrified, slept so lightly. And my mom, who was a large woman, had a giant bathrobe that was bright red with white trim. And I remember one year being particularly frightened, and she was shaking me awake in the morning. And I swear to God, my hand to God, I woke up screaming bloody murder because I thought Santa was shaking me awake. I don't know what was going to happen. But she was like...
Not the Christmas charm.
Grandparents came running. It was not funny.
Your poor mom probably had a heart attack.
She did. She was like, what's wrong with you? So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Marcus taking one of his very first jobs in the theater in a Christmas show where the plot involves the little boy wishing that it will be Christmas every day. Well, Santa's a little apprehensive and has to come back on December 27th and 28th and 29th delivering presents, and just about the time he walks in the middle of July and he's completely bone thin and the audience starts laughing in hysterics, you're gonna get your own. So head over to theholyblack.com where you'll find this and all kinds of other cool stuff. Well, I've had my shave, y'all. So this is Christmas from the Holy Black, and I think I am ready to proclaim this as my favorite Christmas scent of 2025. The evergreen is so real. The hot apple cider is so real and sugary in your hand, and in such a perfect balance. But y'all, even better than the scent might be this lather. What a fabulous base this is. Thick, creamy, and protective, and I could do this pass without fear, where normally I would have raised a little bit of a weeper garden. If you know what I mean. Holy Black, thank you for this, and I would love to try your perennial this year. Hey, Sarah, get my wallet.
Welcome to our December messages.
Y'all, for my birthday, I asked Sarah and Grizzly Bay to put their heads together and create for me a custom barbershop brush in red, white, and blue colors. And Grizzly Bay, being the awesome folks that they are, didn't just make us one, they made us two. This one is to give away to one of y'all so you can have a Merry Christmas along with us. And all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email here to we sent you at thebarbershopduet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways. And then check back on our January 1st episode when we're going to have our Alexa help us choose our lucky winner on the show.
Best of luck. Well, out of all of our purchases that we hauled through on Black Friday and all the Cyber Mondays and all the things, I am really glad that this one arrived just in time that we could film this, because I am going to enjoy whiffing this. I'm trying to figure out what holiday movie we can watch tonight and smell this.
Totally. Yeah, after Black Friday, when you open a Route app, it pretty much just explodes and says, here, just please give me a day to get my stuff together. Yeah, there are a few Christmas soaps we really wanted, but they're not even being released until the 18th, so there's no way we can make an episode and get it on the show in time, but maybe next year. You know who you are. Although Mold from House of Mammoth made it right at the wire. We're so excited about that one. This is one of my favorite Christmas scents of our entire collection.
I see why. Because I was listing all those other names because I feel like it took little parts of Christmas Eve and of Christmas and just took the parts that we enjoy and somehow put them all together. So I'm glad that this is creating their Christmas because it really matching is our sense for
Even
Christmas.
a little bit of the orange from gingerbread from McDuff's that we just showed. And this brush had a little Sonnet Lumiere on it, so I think that's why this Christmas is turning a little Krampus.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.